seen 3 shows, and we've started our 10th. And I can tell you that from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are really wonderful shows. And which is more fun, Eugene, Hugh, or Professor Bartok? Eugene. Where did I study acting? I studied acting in New York at the Juilliard School. And you don't focus on a particular style of acting when you go to Juilliard. You go there for a 4-year program where what you do is to work on at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen plays that are all different styles. Now, I'm sure that there was time that there were times that they wanted to let me go, throw me out, because I would tend to scoop a lot of stuff. Kind of Hamlet, the comedic side of Hamlet. What made me choose acting as a career? I think that I wasn't very good at much of anything else in school. I flunked out a lot. And my teacher, Mr. Pittman, came into class one day and threw Mr. Pittman in my lap and told me 2 months. And I did, and I was good at it. And my father, sensing that, began to encourage me. I had a reading problem. I think I was 12 years old when we decided that I actually one of the reasons I was talking out there is because I couldn't read. And from the age of 12 to 15, I was tutored 6 days a week. So that's why when about the age of 14 to 15, when I did my first play, I was good at it. I took everybody else by surprise, including myself, because I had to do it. Who were the actors that I particularly enjoyed, and it probably shows in the work I'm right now, has to do with Basil Rathbone, George Sanders, Alec Guinness, Adolph Holmes, those people. The character that still is unquestionably the most challenging for me was to do Jack Tanner in Man and Superman, written by George Bernard Shaw. When I first signed up to Star Trek, I had an idea about the fan world. I had no idea. Gene came up to me about 5 days, 6 days into it. And actually I was watching the setup. I was just watching set lights, and I heard this voice behind me say, "You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into." And I turned around and looked at Gene and I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Oh, you'll see."
Today is an autographed picture of Leonard Nimoy on a plaque. This is number 351 out of 2,500. For those of you who are Star Trek fans, you realize Mr. Nimoy does not autograph at convention. This is the only way that you can get his autograph. We're going to start this one off at a minimum bid of $50. Do I have $50 out here? Anybody with $50? I got 50. Would you like 55, sir? 55, 55. Do I have 60? Anybody with 60? I got 55. I got 60 right over here. Do I have 65? 65. I got 60 right now. Do I have 65? 65 in the back there. Do I have 70? I have $70 right here. Do I have anybody 75, sir? I have 75 in the back there. Do I have 80? 80. I have $80 right up here in the front, sir. Do I have 85? $80 for my last bid. Do I have 85? 85. Anybody back there with 80? I got $85 over here. 85. Do I have 90? I have $90 over here. Do I have 95? 95. 95. Anybody with 95? I have $90 my last bid. 95. Anybody else? Okay, we got 90 going once. Well,
100.
I have $100 right here. I have 105. 105 is my last bid. Do I hear 110? 110. If I do 110, I got 105 is my last bid. Okay, 105 going once. 105 going twice. Sold for $105. Armin Schumerman, fork from DS9. Limited edition number 228 out of 2,500. We're going to start this one off at a minimum bid of $20. Anybody out there with $20? I have 20. We have 40. 40. I have 35 as my last bid. Anybody with 40? I have $40. The gentleman in the back there. Sir, would you like the 45? I have $45 right over here. Do I have 50? $50. Anybody with $50? I got 45 my last bid. 50. Nobody with 50. I got 45 going once. I got 50 over here. Thank you. Okay, do I have 55? Anybody here 55? 50 is my last bid. 55. 55. Anybody here with 55? Okay, I got 50 going once. 50 going twice. Sold for $50. Okay, this next one is from Times Arrows, Gates McFadden and Patrick Stewart. And again, those are two people who do not sign autographs at cons anymore. And that's number 137 out of 950, so a very limited edition. I got 95 right over here. 100. I got 100 in the back there. 105. Anybody with 105? 105. I got 100 my last bid. 105. 105. Anybody with 105? I got 100 going once. I got 105 right over here. Do I have 110? Would you like to go 110, sir? Okay, I got 105. 105. Anybody with 110? I got 105 going once. 105 going twice. Sold for $105. This next one here is a non-Star Trek item. It's a Star Wars item. As you know, they are starting to do production for a new series of Star Wars movies. This is Anthony Daniels, better known as C-3PO. Little humor saying when Mr. Daniels auditioned for this part, he wasn't exactly sure what they wanted to do with the role. They originally thought of having his voice digitized, but he came in as an English butler accent that you now hear, and Lucas and the producers liked it so much they decided to keep that particular voice. We're going to start this one off at a minimum bid of $20. I have $20. I got $20 right here. Do I have 25? Anybody with 25? Anybody with 50? Anybody with 50? I got 45 going once, 45 going twice. Sold for $45. I have 25 right back here. Do I have 30? Anybody with 30? I have 30. How about 35, sir? I have 35 in front here. I have $40 over here. I got 40 right over here. Do I have 45? Anybody with 45? I got 45 in the back there. Do I hear 50? Do I have a 50 over here? Do I have 55? 55 over here. Do I have a 60? Anybody with a 60? I got 55 is my last bid. Do anybody with 60? Anybody with 60? I got 55. 55. I got a 60 right here. Thank you very much. Do I have a 65? Anybody with a 65? I got a 60. 60 my last bid. Anybody with 65? 60? I got 60 going once. 60 going twice. Sold for $60. Oh. Okay, this next one is Captain James C. Kerr from Star Trek 6, and just come to country, Mr. William Shatner. Again, this is somebody that does not sell or sign at conventions anymore. We're going to start him off with a minimum bid of $50. Do I have an opening bid of $50? I have $50 over here. Do I have 55? 55. How about you? 60? 60, sir? How about 65? 65 right here. Do I have 70? $70 right here? I got 70, 70, 75 back here. Okay. Next one's going to be 80. I got a bid right now of $75, but I have 80. Anybody with 80? I got 75 as my bid right now. With 80? Okay, I have 80 right here in the back there. Do I have 85? Anybody with 85? 80 is my last bid. I have 85. I got 85 right over here. Do I have a 90? Do I have a 90? I have a 90 right back here in the corner. I've got a 95, sir. I got 95 right over here. Can I get a 100? Anybody with 100? I got a 100 right over here. 105? Okay, I got 105. 105 right now is my last bid. Do I have 110? Anybody out there with 110? 105 is my last bid. Got 105 going once. 105 going twice. You're going to take 110? Got 110 over here. 110. 120. I got 120 over here. 120 is my last bid. Do I have 125? Anybody with 125? I got 125 right over here. Thank you very much. I got 125. Would you like to go higher, sir? 130? I got 130 right over here. Do I have 135? 135. I got 130. 130 is my last bid. 130 going once. 130 going twice. Sold for $130. Okay, this next item here is from Unification. It's Ambassador Spock, Commander Data, Leonard Nimoy, and Brent Spiner. Again, Leonard does not sign. We're going to start this with an opening bid of $50. $155. $160. $165. Okay, $170. $180. $180. I have a $180 over here. Okay, looks like $180 is my last bid. Do I have a $185? I got $180. $180 going once, $180 going twice. Sold for $180. Item here. This is William Shatner and Patrick Stewart, the two captains of the Enterprise. This is number 2246 out of 2,500. We're going to start this one off at $70. Do I have an opening bid of 70? How about 75? Do I have a 75? I have a 75 right back there. Do I have an 80? 150 from anybody. 145 is my last bid. 145 going once. 150 right up here in the front. You want to go higher than that, sir? I got 150 is my last bid. I have a 160 right over here. Thank you very much. I have a 160. Anybody higher than that? 160 is my last bid. Do I have a 165 out there? 160 going once, 160 going twice, sold for $160. This one is Star Trek, the original crew from the original series, for all you people who are over the age of 25, remember the show. Anyways, this is a limited edition number 2162 out of 2,500. 3 of these people on here no longer sign autographs. That is Mr. DeForest Kelley. Due to his arthritis, he no longer signs, and of course William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. So out of that picture of 7 people, 3 of them you can no longer get their autographs when you go to cons anymore. So we're going to start this one off with a minimum bid of $300. I have Rochelle right over here with my Cardassian. What are Cardassians give money at? Anyway, $300. I have $300 over here. 305, sir? I have 305. 310 right over here. Do I hear a bid of 315 anywhere out there? 310 is my last bid. Do I have a 315 anywhere? 315 right over here. You have a 320. 320 right over here. How about you, sir? Would you like to go higher? 325? I have a 325. 330 right over here in the front. 330. 330 is my last bid. Do I hear 335? 335 in the back here. Do I have a 340? 340 right over here. 345. Do I have a 345 out there, sir? I have a 345. 350. 350 right over here. 350 is my last bid. Do I have a 355 out there? 355. Thank you, sir. 360. 360 right up here. Do I have a 365? 365. 365. Okay, do I have a 370? 370 right over here. Do I have a 375? 375. How about it? 390? Okay, I have a $390 bid right over here. $400, the gentleman in the back here. Do I have anybody higher than $400? That's my last bid right now. 405, the gentleman in the front here. I have $405, the gentleman in the front here. Okay, I have 405 going once. 405 going twice. 400, well, okay, 405? I mean, 410 is what you want to go with? I got a 410. What about you, sir? You want to go 415? A 415. Okay, 415 seems to be the last bid right now. This gentleman right back here, I have 450, 420. I have a 420. 425 is my bid from the gentleman right over here. I have a 425. Do I have a 430? 430 out there. I got 425. Oh, 430 right here. Thank you very much, Mark. I have a 430. 430 we're going once. 430 going twice. Sold for $430. Thank you very much.
Say something to the nice camera.
Well, it's really very nice to be. No, we're very happy to be here. My name is Andrew Robinson.
I'm very happy to be here. My name isn't Andrew Robinson. It's Civic Al-Fadil.
It's funny though, you do look like Andrew Robinson. Yeah, you do. You have those sparkling.
This is just a bonus for your. This is a bonus for your highlight
blonde
tape.
hair. Yes.
So I hope it's a great con for you. The con in Atlanta '95. Never forget it. Memorable occasion.
Yes, and this is going to dwarf the Olympics. You
Yeah.
mean, the Olympics
The
now
Olympics?
they have
What are the
something to live up
Olympics?
to, right? What are they?
We'll be here commentating for the Olympics. Just
Yes,
stay tuned
absolutely.
to this channel.
We're going to do the outer space jump, and we're going to do the phasar shoots, and we're going to do what? The runabout races.
The runabout
That's
races.
right. That's what we'll be doing at the Olympics. We don't get arrested first.
How about the top 10 signs you know you're at a bad Star Trek convention? Number 10, it's being held in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven. Number 9, you can count the fake Spockiers in the room, you come up with an odd number. Blackberry. Number 7, dorks with Mo haircuts keep wandering in from the Three Stooges convention down the hall. Number 6, so-called Starship Enterprise looks like an RV wrapped in paper mache. Number 5, by the time you get there, they've already run out of spot witches. Sandwiches. Number 4, the keynote speaker is William Shatner's hairpiece. Number 3, the hookers all look like Klingons. Number 2, you keep running into a guy with no pants who wants to show you his phaser. And the number 1 sign you know you're at a bad Star Trek convention is someone yells, "Beat me up, Skippy." Thank you.
Garrett, come here, Garrett.
What is going on?
I don't know. I mean, this is the place. Earth, 1995, a town called Atlanta.
Atlanta, yes! Even as a child on Cardassia, we were told about the fabled human city under the sea where the people... But wait. These people don't look like gods.
Atlanta. This is not Atlantis. This is Atlanta, Georgia, America, 1995.
Boring.
Not at all. This is where it all began. Meetings like this all over America is where Starfleet originated. And meetings like this can't. In fact, the great Gene Roddenberry is probably in this room at the moment.
But, Doctor, it's rather bizarre. They seem to be looking at us.
No, they're not looking at us, Gary.
No?
They can't be looking at us because we're in a whole different kind of space-time continuum, warp, anti-graviton matrix. They must be looking at a movie or something. A movie we can't see because...
Yes, because we're in a space-time polarized, mechanized subject.
Exactly.
What is a movie?
A movie?
Yeah.
Well, a movie was a 20th century two-dimensional hologram, very dark. They used to watch them, and the 20th century was a bad time for good movies. There was one show which was extraordinary, the name of which I forget. But most of these people are probably here now to watch this show.
Ah, I see. But, you know, they seem to be taking some kind of amusement in it. In fact, they seem to be laughing at it rather than with it.
Well, the 20th century actors were very dark.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, on mission.
On mission?
Yes.
What mission?
Oh, Doctor, to infiltrate, to assimilate these life forms of the human 20th century in order to uncover the origins of Starfleet, remember? I didn't go through all the bother of rearranging my face, my physiognomy, my body, just to watch some movie. Remember that?
On mission, huh?
Yes.
And your face? Your face?
Well, what about my face?
It's a great face. Believe me, it's a good face. I mean, of all the faces you could have chosen in the world, no, it's a good face. I wouldn't have chosen it, but good job. Good job.
Doctor, our mission.
Of course, the mission. Right, let's do a sweep.
Yes, you mean a road of engine guys ionize through the molecular field down to the quarks, the subatoms, and so forth, the photons, for a speculative, recognitive, perimeter scan.
Yeah. let's just do a sweep. You take the right, I'll take the left. Remember your tricorder.
Yes, my friend. Anything? Nothing! Please.
Well, what do you make of it?
Well, I think I could use a good tailor around here. No. All right, where are we now?
We're about to continue with our mission.
We're going to continue with our mission.
We have to go on with the mission.
I think I found something quick.
What is it?
No, I think I'm coming close to something. I can't quite focus. I'm close to it. It's there! There, yes! The life form is a little weak, but yet it's there.
Talk to it.
Oh, talk to it? No. I may be brilliant in disguises, but I'm not able to speak with an inferior human race. I mean, that's not my expertise. You, however, as a representative of them, you're up to this task, not I, old chap.
All right, I'll talk to it. Okay. Good. All right.
Good. I think we might make contact before they expire.
No, I'm ready. Okay, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Effervescently ready.
Right. Top of the morning to you. Irish. It's America. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry. Hang on. Have a nice day.
Doctor.
Yeah?
Doctor, why don't you chill, as they say in Atlanta? Hello. My name. Hey, excuse me, I'll be right back. I'm afraid, Doctor, we failed to describe ourselves. Name. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I've done this 100 times and I've forgotten.
We've got to think of a name. What are we going to call you? What are we going to call me? Someone here must have like some name things around here somewhere. There's got to be a name thing. Like, hang on, I'm going to find some name stuff here. Wait a minute. Okay. That's the names here. That's the names. Just a little bit.
Andrew Robinson. That's all okay.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Now, what about you?
Okay, well, look at
Is that a name?
Okay, wait a minute.
Sure.
Sid. Let's go with Sid. You're
Andrew Robinson.
Okay, I'm...
Hello. My name is Andrew Robinson.
They're all coming in. They're all coming in now. They're all...
Oh, yes. How wonderful.
Tell them all.
In this, my name is Andrew Robinson, and this is Civic Alpha Deal.
We haven't just made it through that. Thank you.
Why are you so by the seated ones?
You just had to think of something different.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, so listen, we'd love to answer your questions as Andrew Robinson and Civic Alpha Soprano deal. But you can what we say. So,
Do I prefer, as Garrett, to be a simple tailor or a goat? Now, if you were Garrett, how would you answer that question? I'm not being smart. Both. Both. I mean, you know, have you all seen that two-parter? Have they shown both parts of that two-parter? Oh, yes, no. Okay, so what? No, I won't say it. But basically, we all love Garrett. I love Garrett's mystery as much as I think a lot of you do. And basically, so much of this mystery is tied up to the fact that he was a gull, that he was high up in the Cardassian CIA, the Obsidian Order. And I think it's great that he's both. For those of you who have seen the second part of that two-parter, you'll understand when I say that it looks like he's going to go more in one direction than the other. I didn't give anything away.
Well answer. Good answer.
Who's got a question for Sid?
Who's got a question?
Say, oh, that little girl is jumping up and down.
Hi. You got a mic?
Do you two have lunch on the set?
We do. We have lunch every day on the set.
But we're not nearly as interesting as the Doctor and Garrett.
No, they're not as interesting. When we're doing the Dr. and Garrett, they're kind of fun. When they're not with stuff, oh my god, that was a horrible morning's work. Give me some more fries.
Well, he does this to me.
What made you both decide to take an acting as a career?
But I was acting as a career. Well, I know there was one real clincher for me. I was directing at the time, and they gave me a check. That was the clincher. It was like a weird bit out of the blue. I mean, it's a smart answer, but that is exactly what happened. I never got paid a cent for directing. And we just had, but somehow they wouldn't give me money away for this stuff. And they still do. It's incredible. I'm going around and having a good time with other people's fiancés, you know. So I still get the cash for that. That's probably the big thing for me. If you wanted an esoteric answer, then it was probably the fact that I was brought up around the stage, and you know, as a kid, I spent all my time sitting around where you are, looking at people rehearsing on stage, and I tell the same story every time. But the moment for me when it actually went big that I wanted to act was I was watching some people rehearsing at a theatre called the Royal Court Theatre in London, which is like the avant-garde theatre, used to be the avant-garde theatre in London, where the cutting-edge plays would come out. And I was sitting there watching the rehearsal, and it's about rugby. I don't know if you know rugby, it's like American football without pads, pretty much. And it takes longer. Well, no, it's much quicker. It's actually, you got 4 hours for your game there, I don't understand that. But you got to get those ads, haven't you? Anyway, these guys came on the stage and they were like covered in blood. The stage was a shower. There was a big shower on the stage. So they were taking a shower and then I found out they needed that. And I immediately afterwards walked onto the stage and walked back behind the thing to see whether or not there was actually a playing field back there. Because I could have sworn they'd come from a playing field. And when they hadn't, and it was actually, they were just making it up, I thought that's incredible. I'd like to do that forever. Deep back.
You see, basically, we're just the opposite of what we are in the show. In the show, I'm sort of the, the realist and brings him down to earth, and he's the idealist. On the other hand, I would pay no attention to the second half of his answer. The whole fact that he could, get paid and, mess around with somebody else's girlfriend is the reason he became an actor. I, on the other hand, am a lofty, idealistic human being. I'm an artist. I'm an artist, and so I wanted to express the innermost feelings of mine. And I had a childhood, where I basically, I was a kid, everybody called me a show-off. And here comes the show-off. He's going to show off now. So I figured, well, what the hell? I might as well get paid for it, so I'll be a professional show-off. And that's not a flip answer. That's almost serious.
I really love your answer to that beguiling smile when you talk to anybody, and also flirtatious. That is there any hope that?
Well, there are rumors.
I'm sorry, go on, many a time.
Any hope for Garrett?
Is there any hope for Garrett? Is there any hope for Robinson? No, you see, the thing is, I once had this idea that I had this idea of a Cyrano de Bergerac scenario in which Garrett falls helplessly and hopelessly in love with either Dax or Kira. But since they've already, established something that goes on between Bashir and
This is a really bad remedy.
and basically, Odo is the one who should do the Cyrano de Bergerac because he is hopelessly in love in an unrequited manner with Kira. So I don't think that, he's a lonely guy, poor Garrett. I would like to see him have something more than maybe a pet mouse or something. But a pet mouse would be nice to begin with, Yeah, a pet Cardassian mouse. Can you imagine what a Cardassian mouse looks like?
You still have family in Sudan. How do you feel about the political climate there?
Whoa. Yeah, back to Earth, absolutely. Wilson, yeah, I do have family in Sudan. I have a father and about 2,000 relatives in Sudan. Really, they have a lot of children and a lot of cousins and first cousins and second cousins and eighth cousins. For them, it's about the hardest possible existence imaginable. I've, over the years, been fairly acquainted with it because I get information. Some of my relatives are politically affiliated in Sudan and end up being thrown in jail every now and then for long periods of time. And my father was thrown back in jail for 8 years of my life, so that was kind of bizarre. Where's your father? He's in prison. And I had to explain myself out of that all the way through school. Well, politically, he's a political prisoner. The kids just don't, what political prisoner? What do you steal? And they're probably right. Yeah. But so anyway, I went. It was a pretty. It's about I think it's about the harshest place at the moment in the world to live. I can't think of anywhere harder. And because of that, I do a lot of work and with great help from my fan club and Andy and anyone who I can follow with Amnesty International. And that's if anyone sees that group, they do wonderful work. And without the risk of boring you, I was just talking about Amnesty because only for 1 second. And that is that if you like, they're the nearest charitable institution to the Star Trek Federation. They go around the world helping people out. And they're releasing people who shouldn't be locked away out of prison. And that's their function. Giving freedom back to the people of their nation. I saw myself as a toy action figure. I was actually quite terrified because I was sure the producers would fire me and hire that instead. Sit down, will use this. Just put it on screen. Yes, Commander. He's dead, Cisco. Yes, I did. Yeah. And let me ask you a question. What was it that made you ask that? Give me that to Mike, please. I'm sorry. What made you ask that question? I'm curious.
The episode.
Yeah, no, I know. But what in that scene? I know what it was. I'm so proud of it. It's the way I fall with the racket. Just bang, bang. My wife is convinced that I wasted a decade of my life on a tennis court. And when I saw that one scene and the way I picked up that ball, I was vindicated. By the way, before anybody, I assume that probably many of you saw Sid's episode Distant Voices, right? And he was amazing. Genuinely. Thanks, Andy. Checks in the post.
Sid, what is it like to play a doctor on TV where all that technology doesn't really exist and all of a sudden you're throwing all these different things to try and get that out?
It's much easier than playing a doctor in real life, I can tell
I think there's a quid pro quo here. We would not, and I'm not saying this in a disingenuous manner, we would not be here if it were not for you fans. There would be no Star Trek if it were not for you fans. There certainly would be no Garrett, there would be no Dr. Bashir if it were not for you fans. And all of us on the show, I can tell you, are aware of this. Every one of us are aware of this. And that there's a certain amount of tithing that is our responsibility. And I speak for most of the cast on this, not for everybody. Yeah, you know, I understand why people ask that because it's not a natural thing. How long did it take for you to put on your makeup? No, you.
Little fella clinging.
The little Klingon. How long did it take? 45 minutes. It takes me about 2.5 hours to get into Garrett. And the worst thing about it is when you were called very early, Sid found out on this episode, Distant Voices, when he had to go into that incredible makeup. We were sometimes called into the studio as early as 2:30 in the morning. And the worst thing about the makeup is the first splash of cold, wet glue that goes on your face at 2:30 in the morning. And that's a real drag. After that, you know, it's kind of uphill after that, but, you know, slowly. You get used to it. You get used to it, but then we work long hours. Sometimes a 14, 15-hour day is the rule rather than the exception. So what happens is that rivulets of sweat begin running underneath all that makeup, and you can't itch it. So you just walk around with all these areas of itching, and then your skin stops breathing, and then you turn into a monster, and then you die. But it's not as bad as all that. It really is. And it takes about an hour. It takes about an hour to get up, but it's challenging. You really have to go into a Zen-like state and let nothing upset you during the day.
Not mistakenly, were you in the trailer having makeup applied when the earthquake hit?
Yeah, this is an extraordinary story. The earthquake, the big earthquake in California hit at about 4:30 in the morning. And there were 4 of us in the trailer. There was Armin Shimmerman, who plays Quark, obviously. Mary Crosby, who was playing Quark's girlfriend in this episode, called Prophet and Loss, I think it was. And then there was Ed Wiley, who was playing a Cardassian who wanted to kill Garrett, and there was myself. So we're all in various stages of makeup when the earthquake. So we're all in various stages of makeup when the earthquake hit, and most of us, we had our faces on pretty much, and all the power went out, of course. So we're all outside after this incredibly bouncing up and down in the makeup trailer. Actually, the makeup trailer is a rickety affair to begin with, and we were actually hitting our heads on the top of the trailer. So then when we came out, it was eerie. There was no light, no power, no sound except for distant sirens and transformers popping, and these aliens wandering around wondering what the hell. So I was able to get home on the phone immediately, so I knew everybody was okay. Armin and Ed Wiley couldn't get home, and they got really uptight because they lived in the valley where the earthquake was the worst. So they jumped in their cars and drove home. Now, picture this, There's no electricity, so there are no traffic lights. So everybody has to come to an intersection and stop and do what we never do in LA, which is to look at the other person in the car. And so people come up to the intersection and they look and they see Quark. After you, sir. The aliens have come. This was an earthquake that was preconceived by aliens.
I'm told we have time for one last question. So I'm afraid you must choose, because I'm not going to do it.
Make it good. Yes.
Is there a lot of camaraderie on the set, like writing jokes against each other and things like that?
Against each other? Against each other. Ah! I put a hankering in this jock stuff this morning. Oh, Andy. No, actually, it's a very dignified cast. No, it's very civil. We have tea together, and we
we get on really well, of course, but our relationship is mirrored in most of the cast. And we don't tend to play practical jokes with each other, unfortunately. So I must answer one more question. Well, we must answer one more question because it wasn't a great answer. we got another question.
No, we're boring.
Please. Okay, this is just
All right, back there, sir. You with the beard. That's it. Yes, that beard.
Either of you may not know this yet, but do Dax's spots go all the way down?
to where? They go all the way down. Thank you very much on behalf of my